This is the last raid for the Snapjaw, and I posted a video driving the 105, got that down to about 25 minutes of repair. Today I want to tackle the 104, which I can auto for about 40 or 40 minutes of repair. I want to see if I can drive it better than that. Now, those of you who watch the BP Crib show know that I am generally very good at autoing things and sometimes better than driving, so it should be interesting to see the results on this one. Starting out, make sure you avoid the UAV. This guy does a ton of damage to you. You don't want to get in range of that guy ever. And I got the first cluster down, which led to the gate and the other stuff. I'm going to try and stay moving against this next cluster because that's how you avoid most of the damage from the rockets when you can't stop them from firing at you entirely. Of course, the other option is to use mountains, such as this one right here, to avoid damage by having all the rockets and such blocked by the mountains. Then there's the turret cluster here. You should only get shot at by the Deadeye Executioner on this particular cluster because you can outrange everything else. A few more mountains and such will help blocking the next style of rocket turret. I still haven't fully figured out the difference between one rocket turret and the other. I don't think it's a range thing. It might be more of a projectile speed issue is my current guess on that one. But again, if anyone knows, let me know in the comment section down below. That one right here, these two, there's really just one because the minimum range ones have a minimum range. You can just kind of roll over, and same thing with this next turret cluster of 3. You're going to take some damage, but if you're moving, when the rockets hit you, you're probably going to take less damage than you otherwise would. Off on the left side of your screen, you can see that there is an icebreaker. Not too worried about it. Based on the health of the turret, I should have 2 more passes before this center turret unshrouds. If you pay attention here, he's going to shoot a golden ring out. And if this golden ring does result in the center turret here having the walls around it killed, it will do an absolute ton of damage to you when you engage it, which we're generally trying to avoid having tons of damage towards us. So this turret should never shoot at you, should never unshroud, so to speak, should never have the walls around it taken down. Okay, these next turret clusters could get interesting. My approach is going to be to kill the things that are actually doing damage to me first, and hoping I can kind of do some version of a drive-by on this first one, kind of creeping slowly here, get to the second one, make sure the UAV does not shoot at you, even if it means leaving something still alive. And again, this next one, just stay moving, splashing damage onto that one. Last turret cluster, not too worried about him. He's smaller, the UAV is further away. Might have to do 2 runs at this one, though. Coming back for the second run, that should basically kill everything. If I had full legendary weapons, maybe I had these down on the first try. But again, super worried about the UAV, up to the point where I will stop and I will creep up on this one rather than just run into it, even if that does mean more forced hits from the rocket. Okay, let's see if I can beat 40 minutes of repair. I think I've got it, although this is probably going to be higher damage than the 105, which is interesting. Repair is penetrative, resistant taking sums to 2%. The explosive is 53%, so you should definitely be heavy on explosive armor if you're driving these guys. Looking at the repair time, this is 29 minutes of repair, which is higher than the 105 if you watch that video, but lower than driving this, or lower I should say than autoing this one. To be honest with you, I intend to auto every next 104 target that I hit, because driving it to save 10 minutes of repair is not really worth it to me for this one. Although I will note the repair time per target will increase as your flag loses the ability of, or I guess effectiveness of, being a king killer ship, based on the fact that it will become equally damaged to the rest of these things, because that's how king killer works, and the higher armor that the flag starts out with will get worn away as it's hit by some shots. If you have any questions on this target, go ahead and comment down below, let me know what you think, and I'll do my best to get back to you. With that said, I want to give a huge shout out to the channel members whose names appear on the end screen now. They're helping make videos like this one coming out the first day of the raid possible. With that said, and until next time, this is Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.